Minecraft does not allow any depictions of guns to be added to servers, maps, or add-ons. This has caused quite the controversy in the past, with even a lawsuit brewing, making it shocking when this appears on the marketplace exactly like it did today. I mean, I was blown away to see that Minecraft actually had this add-on available in the store. It's called Blasters, and they do directly say the word gun when telling you should use this for a speed run, which does sound like a lot of fun, maybe even more so than shooting the warden. This seems so ridiculously unserious, but I had to buy it on the spot so we could give it a review and see if this actually improves the survival experience. I mean, so many people want gun add-ons, so are they any good? I've applied it to this, a copy of my current hardcore world, and that's exactly what we're gonna find out. But here is the book, let's get crafting. Okay, I have myself a gun, and I am so ready to use it on the next thing that I see. However, before we do this, I think it's worth taking a second to ask ourselves, how does this exist? Given the cease and desists that have gone out for much less stringent things, or at least things in the same category, how is it that this manages to exist nonetheless? And I think the simplest answer is loophole. Minecraft clearly has, whether they acknowledge it or not, a loophole in the idea of guns, because you can't have any life-accurate weapons, but you can have all sorts of not life-accurate weapons, like this, my Star Flare Blaster. If you can't buy it from Walmart, it's entirely fine to put in the game, and so let's start using precisely this. I actually don't know what a Star Flare Blaster is gonna do, so... Oh, that's the wrong button. Apparently you gotta use the left trigger like a boat. Oh my god! What the heck did I just do? I mean, I got myself some cooked pork chops as well. But yeah, that actually seemed like it was pretty not powerful, right? I think a single hit from a power 2 bow might have killed it in one. So I think we actually have a weird situation where this gun is weaker than a bow. Let me confirm that that's true, though. Okay, the pig doesn't suspect a thing. Yeah, that's a one-hit KO right there. Wow. Interestingly, we have guns which are less powerful than bows. You know, maybe that's the real limitation. Getting into right to bear arms territory right now. Okay, there's a lot of very niche recipes we're gonna need here. Have you ever used IF Enders to craft anything before? I'm pretty sure it's just the Ender chest right now, but now we'll be able to craft some weapons as well. Oh, also, here's my Nano Blaster. As you can see, this is very out of the style of Minecraft, but the question isn't how stylistic are these, because, as you can see, Minecraft having a weapon which you could use infinitely, and which doesn't have durability, and also is a gun, isn't ever going to fit in the game. Whether it looks like this or this, they're always going to be a little silly. Oh. But yeah, the question is do these actually help me play Minecraft? And so let's go to the end and find that out. Also, what's the difference between a diamond charge and a gold charge, do you think? Do you think this is going to be more powerful? I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, I am crafting every single weapon that I have the capabilities of crafting with my inventory from this world, and then we're going to go to the Nether and see if these are actually useful for survival. Although, actually, you know, I guess on the way to the Nether, this might be useful too. Oh my god. So this is the TNT, or Thump Thump Blaster. As you can see, it is very intense. Although, honestly, kind of weak in the grand scheme of things. It takes 2 explosions to kill a gold-plated zombie. Actually, do you know what? I don't think 5 weapons is enough. As silly, after seeing that even the TNT launcher isn't that powerful, maybe that's a sign that I need to use some other blocks, so let's try and craft whatever we can. Except first, let's make sure that we can defend ourselves. This is such a ludicrous way to play Minecraft, but I'm just trying to craft some things. If you leave me alone, you'll be well served. I've got to say, when I downloaded the Blaster add-on, I didn't think that I would be bone milling glowberries, but yet, here we are, with my very detached hand. For some reason, using the blasters does that to your hand. I don't understand how that could be true, but it is. And now we've got the Eruptor Blaster. Oh, I don't have any charges to use in it. Sad. I did a lot of crafting, and now I have, to my name, 7 separate weapons, plus an 8th in the inventory here, the Starflower, but I have 7 separate weapons that I'm going to be testing. We just need to make some ammo for them too. So, ammo seems to be made from rare resources in this. That is diamond charges in some cases, that is gold charges, or gold supercharges in other cases, and basically, you need a lot of mineral resources to make these work, so keep that in mind. But I'm going to keep in mind that I'm going to fight some stuff, and I'm going to do that in the Nether. Wait, actually, I didn't light my Nether portal yet. This is literally live as of the live stream you're watching this in. So hopefully, okay, I've got some flint. I can make some flint and steel, I'm sure. Let's go. Okay, so this is a scary place. Everyone knows the Nether is where you go if you want to die, and this is a hardcore world, so I need to avoid that. Can I do it effectively with these weapons? Well, let's start with the Nano Blaster. This is the most basic weapon that you can craft, but as a gun, it should be plenty capable of defending me, right? Wrong. As you can see, it's actually pretty darn weak, and although it is keeping me just about defended, the word just about is clearly the important one. When it comes to a big group of enemies, maybe the Scatter Blaster would serve me better. I'm out of charges, oh no! Maybe the Exo Blaster would serve me well, which as you can see is a weapon that shoots these little almost like Wonder Waff style charges. Let's see what we can do with... No, this is also out of charges. Okay, Phantom Blaster, save me! This is a bit more of an automatic weapon, which is handy when you've got so many pigs after you and you really don't know if you're going to live to see another day. Ooh, that took a lot of charges, but at least I survived. Okay, I know I always talk about the idea of a gun add-on being super OP, but there's something really bizarre about this idea of like, yeah, if you want to kill a big pig, it's gonna take you about 8 bullets. Maybe 9, maybe 10. Something feels wrong about having to shoot a hoglin 10 times. Like, that's more times than you'd have to hit it with a sword. But I do have to say, that is at least balance. The balance which is immediately then undone by the lack of durability and the fact that, you know, the only real limiting factor is what bullets you get. But I'll leave that to the... Oh, okay, it's a big limit, apparently. I have no more bullets in any of my guns, except the Thump Thump. Thank God for the Thump Thump. No! No! I'm gonna keep exploding things until everything goes away. And that seemingly has worked. Oh, he turned into a zombified piglin with a crossbow. Lovely. Okay, something I have a theory about is that the color of the blaster actually indicates what type of ammo it needs. So the Thump Thump blaster needs diamond ammo, as you can see from the fact that I've got 62 and 27, and now have 61 and 27, whereas the Phantom Blaster needs gold, evidenced by the fact that I don't have gold, but if I were to craft some, which I'm sure I can do very easily, there we go, then I would be able to fire this. Oh, wow. Does it pick enemies out itself? No, it's just a wolf killing a sheep, I think. Anyway, so that's very useful, but then I've got some emeralds, so if I make some emerald charges, like I'm going to right now, I should be able to fire my last few weapons. The Scatter Blaster is... Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm very sorry about that. But I am also excited to see how this works in action. Okay, I have got myself some weapons, I've got some ammo for those weapons, and now it's time to take on the hardest structure in Minecraft to see if these substantially help me. Look how ludicrous the size of this is. But yeah, the question is will this help me take on the hardest structure? And personally, even though there's some debate about whether it's the ancient city, whether it's the woodland mansion, or indeed, whether it's this right here, I think that ultimately, this is the one that always comes out on top for me. It's the place where you can easiest make some mistakes, and so let's test our weapons first of all. The Eruptor Blaster is very, very cool, but I think personally, I mean, it does actually a lot of damage if it killed a piglin that quickly. I think personally that even though this, the Storm Shock one is cool, I think the Scatter Blaster is going to be the best weapon because it allows me to be a little bit accurate and also do a lot of damage to a lot of enemies at one time. Also, unlike a regular shotgun, you can fire it at basically any range, it seems like, which seems absolutely ideal. Or at least unlike a video game shotgun. I guess in real life you could use a shotgun at any range. It's not very good at this distance though. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this sucks. It's killing the enemies, but not very well. Okay, so the big thing that you want from a Bastion, especially this one right here, is the Netherite upgrade. Okay, let's go. This is the moment. This is your time to shine, shotgun. You need to save me from... Oh, they're coming from everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to switch out to the Star Flare Blaster, light some enemies on fire, because this is a lot more rapid fire, and then when they get close, Scatter Blaster. Scatter Blast, Scatter Blast, Scatter Blast. As you can see, it is a dream combo. No! Oh, this is not working well at all. This is... Guns might seem like they are the world's best thing, but you need to be careful about which gun you use, because otherwise you'll end up stranded with a piglin brute about to murder you. Okay, just about survived that one. Oh no! Oh! Okay. I gotta stay calm. I'm just gonna use the thumper, and I'm gonna make sure I don't thump him towards me, but very much away from me. Thank God for that. Okay, so I think I would have been dead in normal Minecraft circumstances had I been ballsy enough to jump in here like that. I would hope that I would not be. But okay. This is going very slowly. Oh, no. Please get away from me. Please go into the lava. Perfect. Okay. So as you can see, there is actually a little bit of specialization here. Some weapons are really good at certain ranges. Some weapons are great because they light enemies on fire, which is exactly the reason why I throw that on the ground, make myself some gold charges. Exactly the reason why it's actually worth making more ammo for things like, you know, this star flare blaster. Lighting things on fire at this speed, at this range, absolutely incredible, ultimately. But yeah, this is going to allow me to jump into the center, where, as you can see, there is a piglin brute. That piglin brute, oh no, has knocked me into the lava. This is all my fault. I have officially lost in my add-on copy of Hardcore, which means I can only spectate now. It's something hilarious about using an add-on and then being trapped in Hardcore, but that is precisely what has happened here today. And so now we need to draw the conclusion for this video, which is this terrible? I mean, yeah. No, naturally, no. This isn't a terrible add-on, but clearly it shows that they're pushing up against a line that Mojang have drawn in the sand, and the number of other Blaster add-ons that exist on the marketplace show that this is clearly something people want. I mean, the first Blaster add-on maybe is trying something new, but the 5th and the 6th and the 7th and the 8th and the 9th and the Blaster maps and the fact that there's 78 different results for this shows that people want to have weapon-style add-ons in their world, and so should Minecraft be off the mind that they add these things? Well, I actually should they be off the mind that this is okay, but an AK-47 is so bad? Well, I imagine that there is actually a very good legal reason for doing this, and that they're basically trying to mount a preemptive defense so that when a mass shooter inevitably has played a gun add-on in the past, Microsoft can say it's not their fault because they did everything they could. On their marketplace, where they approve the add-ons, everything has to be very fictional, and, you know, you're not going to be shooting up any, you're only going to be shooting wardens with this laser, let me tell you. You're only going to be killing ender dragons with this one, and so maybe this is really just Microsoft saying, yeah, we need to be legally protecting ourselves. We don't actually care about guns and add-ons. We'll never add them to the base game ourselves, just like how we'd never add furniture, but just, unlike furniture, which they can say, sure. By the way, this will blow your mind. How many maps, add-ons, and mods have furniture in? 800 plus. Furniture is something Minecraft have said they're never adding to the game, but they're totally happy with people filling that void and selling thousands, in some cases tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of copies. But so is this the fun case of legal and video games meeting somewhere? I think, funnily enough, it is. I think we have met the weird world of, yeah, exceptions don't make any sense whatsoever once you get to this level, but for legal reasons, things don't need to make sense. You don't need to follow a world that makes sense to any human being. You need to follow a world that makes sense to the legal system and your lovely employees who are there to navigate it with you. And is that a shame for Minecraft? Well, I guess it depends. Do you think that this Blaster add-on adds to Minecraft? Do you want it in your world? Will you be speedrunning with it anytime soon? Or do you think that this was a little bit ludicrous? Anyway, I realize this is my hardcore world, so I'm going to stop looking around in Spectator, because I intend to play this in its real full form, and if you want to catch that, you can do so via my Nomad series, which I'll be doing the next part of on Friday. My goal is to get every single trim, and this is the real non-Blaster world, I hope at least. I'm about to go to the Nether, and I'm about to get both of the Nether trims, because I'm at 16 out of 18 trims with 22 days left to go. It's a fun challenge, and I hope you'll consider joining me. But otherwise, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this impromptu Store Tuesday, because I'll see you next time. Goodbye.